How many people have ordered a double cheeseburger, a large fry, and a McFlurry and believe there was a positive health benefit? How many of you know that fast food today is not what it once was? My name is Logan Carbine, and today we will explain why fast food is bad for you, and it all starts with the history. According to an article written by Tracy Wilson titled How Fast Food Works, fast food began in the early 1920s. As many of you may believe, McDonald's may be the first fast food restaurant. It was actually White Castle to open the doors first. But all the credit cannot be given to the fast food industry. Also in the early 1920s, cars became popular in the United States. Without the demand of cars, a quick food shop was never required. At the beginning of White Castle's fame, a clean and quality aspect was presented with assembly line service where you could watch the food being prepared. Next, in the 1940s, the McDonald's brothers opened their first fast food restaurant. Also in the 1940s, the drive-thru service was introduced, following A&W's curbside service in the early 1920s. After the technical advances were introduced, the McDonald's brothers, as well as Taco Bell and Burger King, began in the early 1950s. The industry was in full swing, incorporating and perfecting marketing strategies, standardized menus, and recognizable logos. During the 1960s, fun and affordable was the trend in America, and marketing was geared towards children. Today's industry, today's McDonald's is the world's largest fast food chain. The industry is worth over $198.9 billion and are located in nearly 120 countries. Also in recent years, China, India, and many other countries have accused the fast food industry of selling unhealthy food, marketing aggressively towards children, and undermining local values and cultures. Although many of you may not believe this has any effect on you and the way that, but likely it does. The industry is geared towards children. According to an article by medical doctor Stephen Swartz, approximately 21 to 24% of American children are overweight, and another 16 to 18% are obese. Now that you know the history behind the fast food industry, during this presentation you will also learn about the effects this food has on your body, the economy, and the environment. Later on, you will then learn healthier choices at these restaurants. Now to talk about the 3 effects of fast food, Lexi Bruno.
Thank you, Logan. As much as we all love fast food, we might not know how bad it is for us. Yes, many of us think fast food is great and very convenient, but the more we eat it, the more it affects our body. Fast food can cause many problems from diabetes, kidney issues, obesity, heart problems, and all the way to depression. In a study conducted by the journal Brain Behavior and Immunity, researchers found that 1 week of eating junk food was enough to impair the memory of rats. It's believed that bad fats in fast food replace the healthy fats in the brain and impaired brain functions. According to One Green Planet, an estimated 51% of people who eat fast food regularly are more likely to develop depression or some form of mental illness. Regularly eating fast food doubles your chance of developing insulin resistance, which increases risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Studies have shown that over the past 4 decades, consumption of food eaten away from home has risen alarmingly. Obesity is increasing in America and affecting children in a major way. Nearly 1 in 3 children ages 2 to 19 in the United States is overweight or obese, which is putting them at risk for serious health problems in the future. Eating fast food regularly also increases the risk of heart attack. A study from the Minnesota School of Public Health researchers found that consuming fast food as little as once a week increased the risk of dying from coronary heart disease by 20%. The risk goes up to 50% if you eat fast food 2 or 3 times weekly, according to the study. Worse still, the risk shoots to 80% those who eat fast food 4 or more times weekly. Fast food makes their food taste good by adding fatty, sugary substance to customers, so the customers keep going back and spending more money. Even though going to grab a burger doesn't seem like a big deal, it is. Little things like that affect the economy in a major way. Yes, fast food industry provides with jobs, but low-paying salaries allow no room for advancement in the economy. Roughly 3.5 million people are employed in the fast food industry, and the majority of them are making minimum wage. Millions and millions of dollars are pumped into the company's unhealthy food for just advertising. Even though going to a fast food restaurant seems harmless, it affects the economy in ways people don't realize. For example, taxes. Because fast food is so cheap, there's a lot of people who have low incomes that go there eating too much fast food, and eating too much fast food results in getting sick and having health issues. In order for people with low income to be seen by the doctor, they are provided with Medicaid that the government and taxpayers pay for. Fast food not only affects the economy, it affects the environment in many ways as well. From factory farming to contributing to global warming to even chemicals and water contamination. Most, if not all, meats, eggs, and dairy products used in fast food produced from factory farming. In factory farms, animals are forced to endure cruel and inhumane conditions that deprive them of all their basic instincts. Most of us don't know what we're putting in our bodies and what chemicals they use. Water quality has suffered dramatically because of the drugs, hormones, and fertilizers seeping into our water supplies. Fast food is highly processed and contains large amount of carbohydrates, added sugar, and unhealthy fats. These foods are also often high in calories, yet offer little or no nutritional value. Just because it's somewhat cheap doesn't mean it's the best option. So far, we talked about the history of fast food, and I talked about the 3 effects of how it affects our lives. Now, Ashley is going to explain to someone some healthy alternatives to eating out. Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. As Lexi stated, fast food is not good for a multitude of reasons. Reasons that not only affect your own body, but the environment and the economy as well. However, sometimes eating fast food is unavoidable. Whether you're out and about and just need a quick bite to eat, or you're traveling and don't have the opportunity to make a full, healthy meal, fast food can often be a practical option, but only if you arm yourself with a little knowledge of the industry and quality of the products sold first. My name is Ashley, and today I'm going to show you guys a few examples of simple swaps that you can make at some of the most popular fast food restaurants that are nutritionally healthier based on calories and fat intake. I will also teach you guys some quick tips on how to make healthier everyday choices when it comes to picking the food you eat, whether when you're out eating fast food, on the road, or just even on your own in general, so that you can better prepare yourself in navigating the unhealthy fast food system. With more than 50,000 fast food chains across the United States and $5 billion spent annually on advertising alone, advertisements that simply aren't truthful about the health of the food, it can often be confusing understanding what, if any, healthy options are out there. The good news is, you can enjoy eating out once in a while and still stay healthy by making a few simple changes. Here are some easy substitutions that you can make at 3 of the most popular fast food restaurants. For example, at Panda Express, instead of getting the Beijing beef with fried rice, which totals 1,260 calories and 59 grams of fat, you can sub that for the broccoli beef with mixed veggies for only 190 calories and about 10 grams of fat. At Chick-fil-A, instead of the spicy chicken sandwich deluxe, which is 570 calories and almost 30 grams of fat, you can sub that for the grilled nuggets and barbecue sauce for only about 200 calories and 3 grams of fat. And lastly, at McDonald's, instead of the crispy McWrap Southwest chicken and fries for about 1,000 calories and 50 grams of fat, you can sub that for a simple snack wrap and a side salad for only 315 calories. Now that you know it's possible to save your diet and waistline at even the most unhealthy fast food restaurants, let's talk about understanding these swaps and why they're better for you. Swapping fried rice for mixed veggies or French fries for a salad is an easy way to lower calories and add nutrient-rich vitamins and minerals to your diet. Foregoing fried food enables you to avoid unhealthy trans fats. Trans fats, like partially hydrogenated oils, are a main source of trans fat found in almost every type of processed food available on the market today. Raise your bad cholesterol and increase your risk of developing heart disease, stroke, and even type 2 diabetes. Now, I know this can be some pretty heavy information to relay to you guys. You're probably thinking, well, if trans fats are in basically everything I eat, then there's no point in trying to eat healthy, so I'll just continue to eat whatever I want. This is the type of attitude that couldn't be further from what our generation needs right now. Being the first generation that isn't expected to outlive our parents, being that an overwhelming percentage of children are obese and the rates for preventable diseases such as diabetes are up 90% in the last decade, and seeing that we live in a country where making a profit through the media off the insane mass market of fast food, sugary cereals, and a whole host of other unhealthy eats is more important than the health of our nation's people, we need to take action. So lastly, I want to leave you with some general tips on eating healthier when you have to stop for fast food. Here are some things to take into account when ordering out. For one, aim to keep your meals at 500 calories or less. With a lot of fast food meals topping a whopping 850 plus calories, an easy way to fix this is to limit the amount of calories you eat. Most chains offer nutritional information on their menus at both the restaurant and on their website, so you can easily avoid the calorie bombs with just some simple math. Watch portion size. Avoid supersized menu items and aim for the small sizes when it comes to sandwiches, burgers, and sides. Aim to order grilled or roasted meats. Avoid fried items and processed meats like sausage, hot dogs, or ham. Pick items like turkey, chicken breast, and roast beef instead. Don't be afraid to special order. Ask for sauce or dressing on the side and whole wheat buns and breads for your burgers and sandwiches. Understand that not all health food items are actually healthy. Be aware that there aren't many regulations in place for healthier items sold at fast food restaurants. So sometimes even the lettuce in salads is sprayed with chemicals to prevent wilting. And when in doubt, read nutrition labels. A food item may look healthy, but it can actually be loaded with fillers and additives that increase the taste of the product, but also the calories. In conclusion, Logan discussed some of the staggering facts about the fast food industry and its long history of the business. And we've heard from Lexi about some of the disturbing facts present in the food itself, as well as in ways in which it can negatively affect your daily life. And lastly, I presented some healthier options that you can make when in a situation where there's a need to eat fast food, as well as some of the overall tips to eating better in general. Nothing can replace your knowledge of healthy eating and what works best for you. However, our hope is that you at least find some of this presentation and the tips we gave insightful and implement them into your daily life. The more you understand where your food is coming from, the more nutrition labels you read, and the more effort you put into making healthier changes for your body, the easier it will become. And together, we can reverse the curse that has been laid out for us by the fast food industry. Thank you. Now we're going to open it up for any questions that anyone has. All right.
My question is, like, are the fast food restaurants doing anything to make their customers satisfied with like a healthier choice? Like, for example, the Big Mac. Like, are they actually doing anything to make it healthier, or just the same old unhealthy Big Mac, I guess?
In researching like the history and what it is now, there was a time, it was about 5 years ago,
Right.
The industry tried to push out healthier options. The commercials were now like Wendy's salads, not Wendy's burgers.
Mm-hmm.
That did not go over so well in the industry. They're at a higher point now promoting the burgers than they were when they were promoting the salads. So I believe they tried it, but obviously they've gone back to their normal burger advertisements, and that's what's keeping them the billion-dollar industry they are.
Yes. What's the cost of eating healthy?
There's multiple options to eating healthy. So a lot of people think healthy eating is expensive because you see organic foods in the stores and it's more expensive than conventional food. But overall, just adding fruits and vegetables to your diet is depending, like if you do the research to understand, you know, broccoli is cheaper than asparagus, but broccoli is still healthier for me than you know, these potato chips I'm gonna buy. So it's up to, you know, it's individually each person's responsibility to, you know, understand that it can be expensive to eat healthy, you know, if I have to buy an all organic diet, or but you can also eat conventional food, and there are cheap options for eating healthy as long as you know what you're looking for.
After all your research, what would you say is one of like the healthiest fast food places? So if you said if you had to go somewhere, where would you recommend this to go?
There's a lot of fast food that's, you know, like Logan said, in the past has tried to market healthier options, so you could go to any fast food place and eat healthy. Personally, I would recommend Chick-fil-A or Chipotle. Chipotle obviously because they have options like black beans and brown rice to go with, you know, the white rice and things like that. And they also have, you know, fresh salsas and guacamole, which you can make a healthy meal there depending on portion size. But I also recommend Chick-fil-A because, like my example showed, there's grilled items. I've seen Chick-fil-A have salads, and so I would recommend those. Those are my two favorites.
The same question as Cameron. I believe everybody eats fast food because it's cheaper. When you were comparing, you were substituting one snack for the other in McDonald's and other restaurants, is there a price difference in between the items?
I guess it would depend on the restaurant. There typically, like, restaurants do make healthier items more expensive because, of course, the fast food industry, you know, most people aren't gonna be like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and eat a salad. So it's a marketing strategy to make them more expensive. At that point, you would just have to decide, you know, do I wanna eat out and get a salad, or do I wanna make my own salad, you know, from home and see if that would be a cheap option.
When you were researching, was there a group that ate the most fast food, like millennials versus baby boomers, or
Not in pertaining to particular groups. I guess we would have to do more information to find a particular group that ate more.
but is it like the younger kids are going out to eat more than the other parents?
Yeah. What's always been a trend in the industry is it's always been geared towards children since the early 1960s. That's something that has not changed. They still offer kids meals at many of these fast food restaurants, and that's where all the health issues, as Lexi stated, started from when they were young children, and now they have health issues and need further assistance. So it's the younger generations that are experiencing the health problems that now later life is being shown. Yes.
You guys talked a lot about fast food, but what defines a restaurant as a fast food restaurant versus a healthy restaurant, not like a normal sit-down restaurant? Like you guys said, like McDonald's and like Chick-fil-A, but why wouldn't Chipotle be considered like a sit-down restaurant, and why is it considered like a fast food restaurant?
Well, I would say Chipotle like sort of is like a sit-down restaurant, but it doesn't like it's like different like because you have all those options like different than driving like going through a drive-through and just getting food like that.
So would you consider like a drive-through restaurant that's a fast food restaurant?
Yes.
So it kind of depends on what she said. You guys said that kids were targeted the most out of everyone else. Like, do you know why them over like teenagers or adults?
Particularly, I'm not sure exactly why they are targeted, but I would believe through our information that we researched that since the industry has really hit its peak in the 1960s, the drive was towards children and the fun and family-friendly atmosphere. Then they were $1 million company, now they continue to be $1 million company, so I think they found their niche and they continue to add the kids menus and those type of toys and things geared towards children. And although it's not just the children eating at these restaurants, it's the children with their family that come to these restaurants. So I believe the children I believe they've targeted the children in terms of their strategy, and it's worked, so they continue to use that.
Going off what he said, it's the same reason why grocery stores put, you know, the most sugary, colorful cereals at the bottom of the aisles. You know, because kids are smaller, and when they walk through the aisle, they see, oh, this looks fun, I want this cereal. And, you know, they tell their parents, like, their parents want to give their kids whatever they want, you know, to be the best parent they can be. So, you know, 9 out of 10 children eat at McDonald's every month. 90% of children see thousands of fast food ads on TV commercials, you know, every month. So they're talking to their parents, and like I said, parents want to give their children whatever they want. So children are easy to target.
All right, that's all the time we have today. Thank you.